instead of trying to change everybody else's perception, which is a battle that we waste time doing, you know, it's about you changing your life. And you see so many few people really do that. I mean, the only reason why certain things are possible is because one person made something happen that wasn't normal, that really opened up the game to where other people realized that it was possible. And I think what's easy to do a lot of the time is to give that job to somebody else. You know, we outsource that role. Okay, somebody's going to figure this out. Somebody's going to be the doctor. Somebody's going to be the one that does this. Like, for example, let's say something as simple as this, getting a girlfriend or having women treat you the way you like to be treated, right? Everyone is looking to a person to be that instead of being that. Right, or let's say working out. You know, we see guys that are in great shape all the time, man. You know, I seen two dudes doing a standoff today, and I was just like, damn, bro, I need to get in the damn gym. I was like, holy shit, man, these dudes look cool as hell, man. Like, motherfuckers look swole. And I'm like, yo, as we speak right now, it's like, what's stopping me from having that physique?
From being that physique, exactly. And some people will look at that and be like, damn, well, I'm not him.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense to me. To me, that does not make sense. Like, when someone says, oh, but that's him, that's not me, I'm like, but, like, why would you, what makes you so different from that person? Yeah, that's a different individual. Yeah, that's a different spirit. Yeah, that's a different whole human being. But he has to deal with the same mentality blocks that you had to deal with. And the only difference is he went for it and you're not.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And that's what fries me, because, you know, when we're speaking about the female male dynamic, it's harder. I'm not gonna lie, it's harder because it's like you really got to tap into your personality. You really got to tap into your suaveness, your prowess as a male. And the thing is, you know, I think, you know, in my understanding, it's way easier for females to succeed in the sexual marketplace than a man will ever, no matter what. And that's the thing. It's hard as fuck. So imagine it's the same thing I'm seeing in my mind. It's the same thing as the person looking, like you were saying, a person looking at a dude that's fucking, you know, has the physique, he's built, he's buff, and then I'm fat or I'm super skinny. I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, that's going to take a lot of years to get like that. That's the same way I think about this game. That's the same way I think about, you know, learning your opposite sex. Is you're gonna have to be like, fuck it. It's gonna take me a lifetime to understand this opposite sex to the point where I know my power and I understand her power, and now we can operate on a balanced playing field because I took the time and I took the energy and I took the concentration and attention just to sit here and just be like, yo, this is what I got to bring, and I already know what she got to bring. But guess what? How many people going to sit down and hear this episode?
Man.
Not a lot. And that's why my understanding is I'm not here to change anybody. I'm just here to spit some real stuff with my homeboy, and whoever is paying attention, you're going to get something out of it.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Absolutely.
And best believe, after you listen to this, it's going to be hard as shit. It's going to be hard as shit to go out the next day tomorrow, because tomorrow's a new day, to go out tomorrow and be like, all right, bet something has to change today. And that's where the ball starts to roll.
Absolutely. I mean, this is beautiful because, man, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, you know, right now we're talking about game, we're talking about life. And what it's really showing me, and this what we're talking about already, is like, man, we have the ability to do amazing things, but it starts with us. It starts with, first of all, knowing that you can do it because we can do whatever we want, and then taking responsibility. Like, we got to take responsibility for the person that you want to become. You can't leave that up to
no one else.
Nobody. Don't just leave it up. Oh, that one guy looks so cool with the 3 girls, and somebody had to take on that position in life. Oh, well, he was just meant to do it. How arrogant. That's arrogant. Of course, there's fate and destiny and things like that, but you still have to act. You still have to become your destiny. Everyone has a responsibility to bring to life their potential.
100%.
You know, and it's
there's
like
always room.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
There's always room. There's always abundance.
Exactly. You know, and another thing you said that was very interesting was it made me think, man. You know, instead of these objective goals of, oh, I want to look like this person objectively, I want to have this much money objectively. You got to look at your world. That person that might have everything you're looking at objectively might be miserable because they're looking at something else objectively.
Right.
So you have to become, first of all, the king of your own world. You have to become lost. You have to become not even lost in your world, focused and on purpose in your world. You know, but then on a bigger level, you know, you have to relish in it, man. You have to begin to be that person that you dream to be. You know, we talked about archetypes in the past. You know, we've done episodes on archetypes, which is a huge thing, you know. But I think one of the hard parts is I think a lot of the time people can overthink it. People can they dig so deep into this idea of their archetype, you know. It's like they are, it seems like it's hard. Like right now, if I told you how hard is it going to be to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's going to be the hardest thing ever, right?
Right.
It's going to be the hardest thing ever. But that mental block already stopped you. I want to ask you, how would your life be if you looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? And you say, well, what do you mean? My life would be blah, blah, blah. You know, that would help your game. That would help your life. That would help you appear more stronger. You'd have more presence in your environment. But that's not going to give you all the answers, but it's going to give you an effect. Now, let me tell you, I don't know if you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you can look like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of your environment. You can be the man of your environment. You can be the man of your world, and all it takes is some actions. That's all it takes. Some action, some consistent, you know, application. It makes me feel as though anything is possible, and that it depends on me though to make it possible for myself. I'm tired of living in the shadows of other people's greatness. Like, oh, yeah, he became a millionaire. That's nice to see that guy become a millionaire. What's your story? It may not be a million because that's too objective for me. You want to put yourself in a box. But what is it though? You know, what level is it for you that's good compared to where you are? You know, to me, it's just taking your life, and this all connects with game because at the end of the day, this is a part of game. Like, game is nothing but a lifestyle, and people miss that. You don't have game one day and then you don't have game the next. You always got game. You know, the situations and conditions may shift around, but what you have is what you have. It's a mindset. It's a mindset first, and then it's a lifestyle, and your lifestyle follows the mindset.
Right. And touching back on everyone has game. It's to break that down for someone that's like doing this for the first time is everyone has a mindset, and some people's mindset don't work. It doesn't work. So you're getting the results based on what your game, aka your mindset. And there's some people that have a mindset that works because guess what? They're number one, they naturally obtained it over just the natural years of living and experiencing, and they picked up on certain things. And other people like me and you, we put money into our mindset. We paid for stuff. We looked into stuff. We took our time, and that's why when people say paying attention, we paid enough of our time into something, and then we started to see results. So we actually exchanged our time for information, for wisdom, for knowledge from other men, from other people, from experiences, from women that gave us the information to what? Develop a better, a stronger, a more attentive mindset to what we want or getting closer to what we want. And that's all it is. That's literally all it is, hey, your mindset is not getting you what you want. There's nothing wrong with you. There's just something wrong about your perception of how you're viewing X, Y, and Z, how you're viewing fitness, how you're viewing women, how you're viewing the dynamic between what you and your girl.